Have you ever wondered why change is so hard? Oftentimes we think that we have to change all that we are and all that's worked for us in our lives in order to create a better life. I had a conversation the other day and heard this individual say to me, I've worked very hard to be here in life, and I've learned and applied certain principles and values and skills thus far to my life that has worked great so far. But they're no longer working for me. So I guess I have to sit down and relearn everything. This really broke my heart. And because I really disagree with that statement. And I will tell you why I disagree and why I think this statement is more damaging to your well-being than anything else by the end of this video. So, reality is that change is constant and there's nothing we could do about it. I know this personally because my life has changed dramatically multiple times without my control, and I had no options but to learn how to adapt and accept and grow. This wasn't easy. But what's so important to remember is that personal resilience softens the impact of abrupt change and shortens the recovery time when hardship happens. There are different types of changes in our lives. Things change for the better. Things change because we're choosing to change them in our lives. Or changes happen outside of our control. And more often, we're forced to create changes when a traumatic life event happens. And this is probably the most heartbreaking part. I'm here to tell you that I've experienced all of those changes in my life and have learned how to manage and make the dramatic changes a little easier on myself and to prepare myself for the next change that will inevitably happen again. And I've been teaching these skills and tools to my clients for impactful results because I understand the impact of some situation in our life because losing my mom to cancer was the most traumatic loss that I could not control and was forced to face. I learned acceptance, self-love, and many other skills that made my life much more manageable and eventually more pleasant and fulfilling. This also wasn't easy. How often have you found yourself arguing with yourself or even others about the changes that are about to happen in your life or have already happened? You argue as if you have the power to actually return to the past and stay in your comfort zone. But what if instead of fighting the change, we can learn to adapt and develop skills to learn how to cope with the changes, whether we like them or not? In this moment, in this part of our life, for all of us, we are in need of looking within and really asking, what kind of changes do I have to make in my life in order to create breakthroughs and tell my epic comeback story? Right? Consider your personal approach to change. How do you respond when facing change? Think about these. Do you accept change as positive? See the change as an opportunity? Or do you see change as another failure or defeat? Do you focus on your strengths when facing the change? Or do you focus on your weaknesses and think you won't be able to make it through yet another change in life? Do you try to remain optimistic? Or are you pessimistic and think only negative thoughts and old beliefs and stories? I want you to think about these questions because it's important to recognize your thought process behind creating breakthroughs and real changes that you want in your life will be beneficial in how you live a more fulfilling, successful, peaceful, and a loving life. Sometimes suffering happens, right? Because it could be because sometimes we have really rigid ways of thinking. This means that we're unwilling to look at change and look at the process of our belief system and recognize that they're no longer working for us. So we have to learn how to be more flexible in our thinking and our way of living, because your life experiences are related to your belief system. And this isn't easy for many of us to accept. But if you're going to change your story, if you want to succeed, if you want to truly look within and expand out of your limiting beliefs, then you have to commit to creating something new and letting go of the past, because the past is no longer your future. From today forward, you get to be very clear on what you want to change and why you want to make this change. The why is the most important part of the process, and it will set your intentions and the need for the reason to change, right? Your brain will then start looking for solution and the why we need to make this change. Next, focus your direct attention to the tools and the new skills to combat the old beliefs. Okay, to fight against the limiting beliefs. So as I promised earlier, I want to share with you the response to the individual that I shared with you in the earlier conversation. I said to them, learning something new, applying new values to your life, and learning new skills does not have to be exclusive to some of the past values and skills that have worked well in your life. Imagine you have this basket of values and skills, right? In this basket, you have things that have been the greatest tools and also tools that keep breaking and causing you issues. You have the power to throw out the tools and the skills that are no longer working for you and learn to add new skills and tools that will match your new values as a human being in your current life as you plan for a better future. The reaction I received from this individual after my comment was something I really want all of you to experience. She said, I never knew that I could do that. I didn't think that it was possible to hold on to the good and let go of the bad, because I thought I had to recreate and relearn all new skills because parts of my life just weren't working well for me anymore. I do want to learn new skills and keep the good ones that used to work for me. So take some time after this video and write down the strengths and the skills you have that's made you successful and happy in life. And think of the limiting beliefs that have provided pain, lack, and blocks in your life. Okay? And then think about a breakthrough in your life where you were struggling in that situation for such a long time, and then you finally gained the strength and broke through your own self-made blocks and limitations. What was that moment that changed it all? Why was it in that moment? What inspired you to change your life forever? What made it possible for those changes to stick? Was it a new friend, a therapist, a coach, or a new environment? My dears, change is possible, and it is possible without suffering. When you change something, you have to be willing to experience the new amazing changes. You have to be willing to create new experience so this sticks with you. Right? What if you change by saying yes? Yes, I want to have more fun in life. Yes, I want to be successful. Yes, I want to feel better and overcome self-doubt. Yes, I want to find the love of my life. Yes, I want to live my career, my dream career. In my Thriving program, I teach them 5 most effective ways to change and creating breakthrough in your life, which is permanent. So if you're interested in having a conversation with me, please schedule a discovery call so I can help you become the person who is waiting to burst out of you and live your desired life. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video so we can help other people heal, grow, and thrive. And don't forget to be kind to yourself and all those around you.